She's running a boutique and he's doing the school run and a bit of surfing. Will you please welcome Jodi, Albert and Kian Egan. Hiya, Jodi. What's going on yourself? Kian, good. Sit down there. Colour coordinated.
Of course. We try.
Very good.
Boutique chic.
Kian, who's mind the children?
My mum, actually. Yeah. She's probably watching. Hi, Mum.
Yeah. And what age are the children now, Jodi?
Zeki's 17 months and Koa's 4.
Right.
Yeah.
About to go on 5.
Yeah. Look.
So Koa and Zeki.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just fill us in on the origins of the names.
The names are kind of Hawaiian. Well, Koa's name's Hawaiian.
Yeah.
And it's a name that basically represents it's a koa tree that only grows in Hawaii. And it makes surfboards and wooden instruments.
The surfing, yes. And then Zeki.
Zeki was just a name that actually, I had the letter Z when I was pregnant. I just thought if it's a boy, I wanted to kind of name a boy with the letter Z. And then I come across Zeki, and the meaning of it was God will strengthen. And at the time, I'd found out I was going to lose my mum. Right. So it just kind of stuck, and we just kind of went with it, and we kind of like unusual names.
Yeah. So very meaningful. Very meaningful,
kind of.
Yeah. Now, saying you're settling in Sligo.
Yes.
So that's only happened in the last year or so, has it?
Yeah, permanently for the last year, because Koa started school in September. But we've been over and back living in Ireland for 13 years.
Yeah. Was that a big decision?
It was it a big decision?
Well, look, you know, I mean, obviously growing up in Ireland for me, you know, and obviously in Sligo in particular, the idea of being able to bring my family up there was amazing. But at the same time, you know, I married Jodi, who's an English girl. But as the years went on, I think, you know, we kind of weighed it up and we looked at it, and you know, it just kind of was the way it fell and the way it all happened in the end. But we really, you know, we love Sligo and we love where we live there.
Was that anything to do with the fact that there's really good surfing there?
No, nothing.
Nothing.
Not a thing.
Because it's very different to your childhood. You were brought up in the East End of London.
Yeah.
What did your folks do? My
parents were market traders in the East End, and my dad had a leather factory when I was a little girl in Shoreditch. Made like leather jackets and stuff like that. I suppose that's where I got inspired.
Yeah.
But yeah, I grew up in London, so it was very busy city life. And for me, Sligo is just a very peaceful, beautiful place. And I like the idea that my boys can be outside, and you know, it's a little bit easier to keep an eye on them.
Yeah. And Koa's outdoorsy already, isn't he?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Can he surf?
Well, I suppose, can he surf? He's 4.5, so he can't actually surf, but he does surf. Funny enough, there's a little thing every Sunday called the Hour of Power that we do at the County Sligo Surf Club. And, you know, all the kids go down and they get in their surfboards and, you know, we push them into waves and stuff like that. And he stood on the front of a surfboard and actually surfed long waves before as well. So, you know,
and
he's really...
he surfs on your back as well.
Yeah, he gets on my back and I catch a wave and tumble him underwater and get
They're water babies. They're they're outside, outdoorsy, and, you know.
You mentioned there that you lost your mum last year. You were very close to her.
Yeah.
She'd be very proud that you're running your own boutique now in Sligo.
Yeah, she would. It was something we often spoke. She was my shopping partner, and she definitely inspired me and showed me how to put outfits together and stuff like that. And we used to often say to each other, like, wouldn't it be amazing if we ran a shop? And my mum was like, oh, I'd do up all your windows for you. And it was always like a bit of a dream. And then she passed, and I had Zeki. And I just kind of was like, you know what, I think I'm going to turn this little dream into reality and just, you know, turn it into a positive thing. So I just decided to go for it. And I just was like, so Kian, I've got this idea. I want to open a shop. And he was like, yeah, when Koa goes to school, no problem, blah, blah, blah. I was like, no.
Yeah. So, I was like, what, like next week?
Yeah, I was like, I've actually booked an appointment to go see his shop space. So, yeah, I just went for it. I was like, you know, why not? You know, now or never.
And you help out?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, when Jodi first came with the idea of the shop, I mean, I got heavily involved, obviously, and, you know, we became a bit of a team in one sense. Got involved with everything from, you know, making sure the guys that were coming in to do the shop fitting was right and, you know, hire the staff. And, you know, then we did the first shop for the clothes together and stuff, in my big opinion. And
we kind of always, though, everything we've done, we rely on each other's opinions. So we're always a bit of a team effort, but we're pretty dangerous when we come up with an idea because we really do make it happen like, immediately.
Well, you know, and then now that the shop has gone online, you know, I do all the kind of photo editing and stuff like that, and I do all the I upload all the photographs and make sure that they're all up there in the right order. And you know, obviously Jodi does she does the modelling, I take the photographs.
Right.
You know, so
I
on
do
so
the
on.
buy-in and the creative side, setting the floor, and you know, there's.
You're a team.
Yeah,
very much
you
so.
kind of have to know your part in a
And
big
it works
business.
for you.
Absolutely, we
Because,
enjoy it.
you know, working together as a couple sometimes doesn't work for people.
Yeah.
Well, I think, you know, for me and Jodi, we've worked together a lot, really. Like, if you go back even to when she was in Wonderland, the band that myself and Louis managed, you know, I managed that band with Jodi in it. So, but we've always been a team. We've always kind of, you know, we've been together such a long time at this stage that, like, you know, no matter what we do anyways, we have an opinion on it, so we might as well actually do it together.
We're pretty brutal, like, we are very honest with each other. Like, there's no messing around. We tell each other
That's
the truth.
good for a relationship.
Yeah, well, it works for us.
Jodi, Adele was out during the week talking about the fact that she suffered from postnatal depression. You suffered after COA, was it?
After COA, I did, yeah.
How was that?
It was, do you know what's hard about it? When you don't understand what it is, I think that's the confusing part. And not that many women admit to having it. So the way I kind of realised that I had it was I was watching a programme, actually it was Stacey Solomon, and she was interviewing all these ladies. And they were kind of saying the way that they didn't like themselves very much and their thoughts in their head. And I was like, oh, my God, that's what I'm going through. I was like, I think I've got postnatal depression. Then the minute I realised what it was, I started talking about it. And that was how I got over it. Because the minute I said to women, you know, like, I think I've got a bit of postnatal depression, then I kind of knew how to fix myself. And then other women were, like, opening up to me and going, oh, my God, I had that too. But not an awful lot of women will talk about it, especially not Irish women, I've got to be honest. Like, Irish women are so strong, and they're like, oh, I'll be grand, I'm grand, everything's grand. And you give them a drink, and they're like, I'm not grand. I'm so not grand. And then you're like, yes, I got the truth.
So more people need to talk about it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Anything can trigger it, and it can often be just a hormone imbalance. It's not really anything you're doing wrong as a parent. It's just something that happens to a woman's body. So, yeah, talk about it.
And what was it like being married to a person who has postnatal
obviously, like,
depression?
when you have your first baby and you come home, it's a very happy time, and it was extremely happy for us. And we were at home with our little boy, and as the weeks kind of rolled on and as the months rolled on, I noticed that, you know, she didn't want to get out of bed so much. She wanted to stay in bed. So for me, I was just like, okay, whatever you want. And I just took the baby and just, dealt with the baby the best I could. I remember one day walking around the house looking for her, calling her and not finding her. And I walked into the bathroom and she was sitting on the floor crying into her hands. And I was like, what's wrong? And I didn't understand it.
And
I don't think Jodi understood it.
I don't think I knew what was wrong.
Yeah.
Like, it's just this overwhelming feeling that you get, and you can't really control it. And then you just think, what is wrong with me? Like, you just cannot understand why you're depressed, when actually people would look at me and think, I've got this beautiful husband, this beautiful baby, I'm the luckiest girl in the world, and I really was. And I just was like, why am I sad? It's, you know, it's a really frustrating, lonely process. So it's important to talk about it.
And were you fearful then when you were pregnant with Zeke that you would get it again?
Do you know, I knew I wouldn't. I knew because I understood it that I wouldn't allow myself to ever go back to that dark place that I was in. So with Zeke, it was different. I was grieving over my mum, but the baby, actually, I just had this beautiful baby that reminded me so much of my mum, that he made me so happy. So I had a sadness, but I just lived for my children, and they just made me so happy and pulled me through it.
And there's a lovely connection between Zeke and your mum, isn't there?
Yeah, he was born on her birthday.
Yeah, he was actually born on the same day as Eileen, on the 21st of May.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think what was really amazing about it was Eileen passed in February and Zeke came in May. And, you know, he came out dark-haired, dark-eyed, you know, almost looking like Jodi's mum, Eileen. And, you know, even now we see Zeke running around. He even has the same personality traits, you know.
Yeah.
It's like,
oh, there's little hard grip.
You know, there's little eye. All right, little eye, you know, we'd say to him, you know.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, it's so lovely.
Yeah.
Was it your mum's side or your dad's side that your grandmother was Irish?
My mum's side,
oh,
yeah.
Where is she from?
She was from, we think, Newcastle and Limerick.
Yeah.
Newcastle
West,
she went to Newcastle West Convent.
Right.
That's kind of all we know. My nan was quite a secretive woman. But yeah, I think I still have family somewhere in Ireland, and
she's mad to do the digging.
I am. I want to dig because.
Well, after tonight, after saying that, you'll get offers. They may not be real people that are related to you, but you get offers. Yeah.
Someone will be like, "I'll be your cousin."
Yeah, I'll be your cousin. Yeah. So, was it always going to be an Irish man? You know, was that?
It's really strange
part of the attraction?
It's strange how I gravitated. Like the minute I met him, I was like, "Oh my God, my nan's going to be so proud." And yeah, but and then what was lovely is that we've ended up coming back and living in Ireland because she got taken away from her grandmother and ended up going to London when she was 12. So it's nice that we've come back, and I like to think she'd be proud.
Great. So, you know each other a long time, right?
Oh,
you met through Simon Cowell, was it?
Yeah, well, Jodi was 15, I was 19. She was in a band called Girl Thing. We were both signed to the same record label, which was Simon Cowell's record label. And he introduced me to her, but he told me she wasn't for me. Obviously, he was wrong. But then we became very good friends for quite a few years because obviously she was only 15, so you know I was a gentleman about it. And we got together when Jodi was 19, I was about 22. But we were very good friends for a very long time before that, and so we've known each other longer than we haven't really at this stage.
Yes.
And,
for the guts of 20 years.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, Jodi, you should know him very well.
I should, yeah, but he does change his mind a lot.
Right, okay.
So I'm a bit nervous.
You're getting your excuses in first, aren't you?
Yeah.
We've come up with a bit of silliness. It's called I Know Him So Well quiz.
Okay.
So we're going to test how well, Jodi Albert, you know Kian Egan.
Right.
Are you ready for it?
Let's see.
You're ready?
Go on then.
Yeah, you've done this before, haven't you?
Yeah.
The real
We
thing.
have.
I'll tell you what, we'll do it after a commercial break.
Okay.
Quick commercial break. Start shouting. We know that Munster bet the All Blacks back in the 70s or whenever it was. OK, we're still here with Kian and Jodi Albert. We're going to play I Know Him So Well. So, 5 questions for you, Jodi, about him.
OK.
Right? Then we'll get him back. We'll ask him the same 5 questions. If you get 3 or more, you get a Ray D'Arcy Show hoodie. Now, the good news is, it's in black, so it matches your outfit.
Yay!
So that's nice.
Very good.
It's nice, isn't it?
Coordination.
OK, so Kian Egan, over to that stool over there.
OK, Ray D'Arcy.
OK. Yeah, place those headphones on. Now, can you hear me?
Seriously, Westlife. Seriously. I don't want to listen to this.
Put the headphones on when you behave.
Oh, mind, it's Brian McFadden who's singing.
Now, Jodi, if ever you want to say anything about your husband on live television, now is the time. We can't hear you.
He is so untidy. He does my brain. Honestly, does my brain.
That could be one of the questions. OK, 5 questions for you about him. Question number 1. If Kian were a cartoon character, would he be SpongeBob SquarePants, Donald Duck, or the Tasmanian Dust Devil?
Donald Duck.
Donald Duck, you say. Right. OK. Question number 2. What's your husband's guilty pleasure?
Stop it. His guilty pleasure is, I suppose...
It could be a food or a TV programme.
He likes a burger.
He likes a burger?
Yeah.
That's not a guilty, but I'll put it down.
It's naughty, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love a burger.
Do you want to put something else just to give us...
Well, he loves surfing, but that's not... Is that
No, that's
guilty,
not a guilty pleasure. No, right, we'll leave the burger down. OK.
He eats quite a lot in the evening in front of the telly, like chocolate and crisps and stuff.
We'll put down chocolate as well. Just...
But I think we all do that, don't we?
Yeah. Right, when Kian is shaving, this is a difficult one.
Right.
Which side of his face does he start with? The right or the left? Would anybody know that about their husband? No.
Well, he's right-handed, so maybe the right.
The right, you say?
Yes,
okay.
I don't know.
Right. And if he were to sing a Westlife song in the shower, which Westlife song would it be?
What about now?
What about now? OK, and final question.
I'm going to get all these wrong.
Jodi, what's your favourite thing about him?
Oh, gosh.
Now, think about it. Think about what he would say.
My favourite.
What does he think your favourite thing about him is?
The way he takes care of his family.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Family man. Right, well done. There are your 5 answers. I'll go over and get him. Round of applause, yeah. You're good to go, yeah.
If you take him off?
Yeah, you take him off. So, was it all...
You better be nice.
Was it all Westlife or...
No, it turned into Guns N' Roses eventually, thank you.
Did it? Right. You're a fan of Guns N' Roses.
I am.
OK, 5 questions we asked Jodi about you.
OK.
3 or more right, and you get a Ray D'Arcy hoodie each. Wow. OK.
There's
one for everyone in the audience.
No, there isn't. So, there isn't. There is not. Kian, if you were a cartoon character, would you be SpongeBob SquarePants, Donald Duck, or the Tasmanian Dust Devil?
Definitely Donald Duck.
You say Donald Duck, she said Donald Duck. Yes.
And that's why.
That's very good.
That's why.
Give us that again.
And do you know the funniest thing? The funniest thing is that all kids are entertained by Kian doing that, apart from his own children. They don't laugh when he does it, but every kid loves that. No
Cole looks at me and goes, "What are you doing, Daddy?"
Yeah. Right, good start. Question number 2. What's your guilty pleasure?
Oh, it depends on what we're talking about now. Are we in?
See?
Are we talking about food? Are we talking about?
Let's say food then.
Cadbury's Crunchy chocolate bar.
Yeah, you say chocolate, and Jody said burger and chocolate. So we're going to give you that one. Well done. Yes.
Yeah.
You're doing well. Question number 3. When you're shaving,
Oh, this is going to get us.
which side of your face do you start with?
Well, I don't really shave very often, but
As you can
If
see.
you were to shave.
When you did.
I think I'd start here.
I was going to say underneath.
In the middle, right.
She put me on.
You say in the middle. Jody said right.
Well, I just thought because
Well,
you're
that's a pretty silly
right-handed.
question in the first place.
Oh, yeah, blame the question.
Thanks. That was my idea. That's me gone. Right, question number 4. If you were to sing a Westlife song in the shower, which one would it be?
Oh, God.
Come on now.
Now, no hints.
Think now.
What about now?
Yes!
You say what about now? She says what about now? Well done. That's it. That's 3. Yeah, the hoodies,
I've
at
got
least.
the hoodie. Woo!
So, final question, so you can get 4 out of 5. What's your favourite thing? I asked Jodie, what's her favourite thing about you? Now,
The
it's
fact that I get up every morning with the kids.
Oh, no.
It is. It's about family, how you take care of your family. Well done. 4 out of 5.
We got it right now,
Jodie, there you go.
Thank you very much, mate.
Thank you.
You can't resell them.
I can't sell them in the boutique.
No, in the boutique. Or on jodiesboutique.ie, which is the new website. Listen, I can't let you go because the other 3 lads were in, and I all asked them this question, so I'm legally obliged to ask you this question as well,
Go
Kian.
on.
A Westlife reunion.
Look, obviously there's loads of talk about it. None of it's true. Everybody's just doing their own thing at the minute. We had 14 amazing years together, and who's to say that it might not happen in someday? I would personally love to stand on stage with the Westlife lads again, but at the minute there's absolutely zero talk. Everybody's on their own path.
All right, okay. Well, go listen with the boutique.
Thank you so much.
The physical one and Jodie's
The physical one is in Quayside Shopping Centre in Sligo. I'm Mr. Plugger here.
Right.
And we're now online, www.jodiesboutique.ie, so get on there.
Jodie,
All
Kian
great
Egan,
stuff.
thank you very much. Thank you.